Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness, a daily podcast devoted to spirituality and self-help. If you're new, I want to welcome you. If you're returning, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you about doing a womb healing. And if you're a guy out there listening to me, don't turn off. You might know somebody who needs a womb healing, and this could be beneficial for you as well. So I was struggling recently because my kids are going through so much. You know, they're in their first year of college, and I don't know if it's going so well for them, but it's one of those things where when you try to talk to them, they're like, it's fine, everything's fine. But you know how you can feel everything's not so fine? So I've been worried about them a lot. So when I've been going to the Monday healing sessions, that's been one of the things I'm like, can you work on this? Because I'm worried about them. I don't know what's happening with them. I don't think they're being honest with me. And so everyone's saying, okay, they're going to be fine. You just got to let go of the worry. Like they feel your worry and so on and so on. So I did a private session with one of my friends, and she's a beautiful shaman healer in the group. And she said, you need to do a womb healing because you're taking on all of the energy of your kids. And you know, as empaths, we do that, but when it's an even closer bond to like your own children, you do that even more so. So it's been almost like consuming my life, this worry in the back of my mind. And she said, you need to do a womb healing. And I've heard of it before, but I've never actually done one myself. So I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'll look into that. So I looked into what is a womb healing, and they have guided meditations on YouTube. And in fact, I did one the other night, and I felt so incredibly at peace afterwards, and so much lightness, and like just the heavy worry and all of that just had been lifted. And so I decided to create one myself for all of you on my YouTube channel. So if this is something that sounds like, oh my gosh, yes, this is exactly what I need to do, you can go on my YouTube channel and do the short one that I have. Now, the one I did the other night was like a 50-minute guided meditation, and I will include the link to that in the description, in the show notes. So you can do the long one, you can do the short one, you can do it more than one time. It's just whatever you need, but it really helps. So what exactly is an ancient womb healing? So this will be helpful to you if you've been in a string of bad relationships. Every sexual encounter we have with someone leaves an imprint energetically with us. So if you had a bad encounter, or let's say that there's someone that you can't seem to cut cords with that just keeps, connecting to you, or if you've been a victim of sexual abuse or sexual assault, that leaves an imprint in your womb and energetically. And if you also, again, keep feeling like you have the same string of bad relationships, that is staying with you energetically. So ancient womb healing, it's been around for 7,000 years. It's used to open the divine energy channel to help people cope with different problems that they may be having. Now, the title, you might think, oh, it's a womb healing, it's only for women. But it can help men too, because what it's basically doing is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. So it's not simply for females. It focuses on the sacral region of the body, the womb itself. And it's thought that our energy point for females is the womb. The womb is the gateway to all creation. It births human life, but it also holds energetic power to birth all of our creative projects. And that is why, like in tarot, when you get the Empress card, people will say, well, that means pregnancy or birth, but it can mean also the birth of new projects or new ideas. It's believed that women are the most receptive through the womb, absorbing so much through this powerful energetic vortex. And if we have blockages there, which the blockages can come from storing those dense energies, like those feelings of fear, guilt, shame, or abuse around sexuality, then we can't really fully transmute the energy that flows to the heart. So by transmuting that energy, by cleansing that energy, we remove those blockages in the wombs. And again, it can be because you're holding on to energetic cords from an ex-partner. It's because you've had past sexual trauma. And what we're actually doing is reawakening the sacred connection to your womb. So, some of the things you can experience by cleansing the womb and doing this energetic cleansing is it can help you, like if you suffer from really painful periods and PMS, or if you have, my daughter has cysts a lot and they're very painful. So I'm going to also have her do this because I think that would help her with that. It can help if you're having low sex drive, or you're experiencing trauma surrounding sexuality. If you want to have more peace in your life, if you're looking for more positive relationships in your life, and even if you're looking to be more creative in your life, because again, that womb is where our creative ideas are all born. And so if we have blockages there, you may be having blockages like coming up with new and creative ideas for whatever it is that you're doing, maybe for your business or where you work or whatever. It can help so many things. The womb has its own divine energy. It's the perceived portal to experience oneness between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And so that's the mirror of your soul's reactions. Our souls are light and vibrating, and through the womb healing meditation, we can be better connected to universal divine feminine. Womb energy is really powerful, as I've said before. And much of the pain that we're going through can be transmuted by going through this healing. And I think it's interesting because I had an expert on, it's been a while ago, but Kyla Plaxton, and she talked about how, you can manage your period and know more about it or whatever. But it's an interesting concept to me that doing this energetic womb healing might be able to help if you're experiencing any kind of issues with your reproductive system or, your feminine organs there. That could be something you might want to look into because, as I said, there are free guided meditations out there on YouTube that you can do. And if you do the free ones and you think, oh my gosh, this really was beneficial, then you might want to go and work with a professional. I know the friend that I worked with, she has a friend who does this. So if anyone wants that information, you can just reach out to me and I'll reach out to her to get the information from her. But there are also a lot of other very reputable people that you can find to help you do these energetic healings. When we purify the womb and we strengthen it, we have the ability to transform and transmute any kind of relationship that we may be engaged in or wish to engage in. So it can help us to attract the right partner and the soulmate, to dissolve any painful links to past relationships. And if you've been in toxic relationships and you've had trauma when it comes to that particular, area of your life, you may want to do one of these womb healings because we talk about doing cord cuttings all of the time. And in doing a cord cutting, though, we aren't specifically doing one for the womb area, but it makes sense that, the act of being with someone else leaves such a heavy energetic imprint. In fact, I was talking to someone not too long ago, and this person was talking about how, they could just go out and be with someone, if they were feeling like they wanted to have sex, they could just go out and do that with someone. but that's not the type of person they are. And I said, I understand that because it's not just an act to you, it's an energy exchange. And it's an energy exchange that then leaves an imprint with you. So we really do, need to be a little bit choosy about who we're with because they're leaving behind their energetic imprint with us. And I can tell you that you can feel that sometimes. That's really heavy. So it's important to go and to cleanse the womb to get rid of those energetic imprints that are still with you. It can help you to resolve relationship problems between you and people in your life like your spouse, your child, your parents. It can help you to disconnect from abusive relationships because I think that a big problem when we get in an abusive relationship is the ability for us to leave them, because I remember how difficult it was for me to leave a toxic relationship, and I really struggled and fought over that decision, and I'm glad that I made it. I wish I had known about energy healing at the time, and I wish that I had been able to do the womb healing, because my ex, even though we were divorced, still had the ability to draw me back in with just little things he said and did. And I think that if I had totally disconnected, that might have been helpful for me. Having the power of the womb chakra on your side can help you get through relationship troubles, past and present. And again, as I talked about before, when you do the healing, the womb is your area, the sacral chakra, where your creativity lies. And so we often feel blockages in our creativity and being able to produce new things when we have a blockage there in the womb. So if you do the womb healing, you might be able to unblock that and get some of those ideas going in your life. People who say, I can't find my purpose. I don't really know what's going on. A womb healing might actually help you to unblock the blockages there that are keeping you from discovering what your true purpose is. And I truly believe that those energetic blockages, they cause a lot, because there are times when I feel like I get so much guidance and then it just stops. And when that happens, what I know is happening is I need to clear my energy, because when it's like residue sticking to you and so much of it getting to you every day, it's like you've got to clear yourself, because you're picking up on everything around you, and that gets heavy. But not only does it get heavy, it's like, imagine trying to look out a window and then everyone comes up and touches that window all day long. And now that window is covered with fingerprints and you can't see out of it without a blur. It's because everyone who's come up to that window has left their energetic fingerprint there. And in the same way, it's like your energy in your body. When you pick up on people and you take away a little bit of your energy and they take a little away of yours, you're depleted. And so you need to clear that energy. Womb healing can also reduce anxiety, which who doesn't need that, especially with what's going on in society right now. This is a very troubling time because there's so much turmoil. And I know that those of you who have anxiety, you've probably noticed it's gotten a lot worse lately because of outside triggers. And that's understandable. So it's important, if you know that you're being triggered by what's going on, that you take care of yourself. And one way to do that is to do energetic healing. So you can either do an energetic healing where you clear your entire body. You can also do this womb healing. And the great thing about it is you can do it as many times as you want. If you thought it helped and then you think to yourself, I'd like to do that again, you can. It's not like you can do this too much. Also, it can help you to overcome grief and loss. If we're energetically connected to people, where we feel that the most is in that sacral chakra, because that's where we experience joy and pleasure in life. And when we lose things that brought us joy and pleasure, we get blocked in that area. So doing the womb, most people think, I don't have any children. It's not about that. And again, it doesn't even matter if you're male or female. Anyone can do the womb healing, because really it's about healing that sacral chakra. And that's where we experience creativity and joy in life. And when that's blocked, obviously it's not a good thing. So it can help you to overcome the grief and the loss. It can help you to wash away any anger that you're feeling. And this is one of the reasons too, that I also wanted to do this womb healing, is because so much anger has been coming up for me with regards to my ex and my children, because every time I think about how much they're struggling, I get mad at him all over again, because I think to myself, this is your fault. And I don't want to feel that way, and I don't want to see it that way. I want to just feel okay. So that was one of the things that really helped when I did the womb healing, was I was feeling so much anger. And through it, I got a little emotional, and that's okay. You need to let it go, because when you do the womb healing, you're allowing feelings to come up that you haven't dealt with. And I know there are people out there like, I don't want to feel my feelings. Well, you have to. You have to feel it to heal it. So find a place, get very comfortable, and then see what feelings come up for you, and allow yourself to feel them, and then let them go, because it's the letting go part, the releasing, that we really need. Because when I woke up from this, it was guided meditation, but of course I fell asleep through part of it, which is fine. That's fine if you do that. You're still getting it. And when I woke up, I felt so much lighter, like so much had been taken off of my shoulders. And I would highly recommend it, because it helped a lot. It will also help you in navigating life's transitions. You can get guidance when you're doing it too, because one of the things that you do during this meditation is you ask for any guidance to come to you. And so if you're working on what is my life's purpose, this might be a good activity for you to do, a good meditation, because you can get guidance as you're doing it. It allows you to handle stress effectively. And again, the removing of negative attachments, spiritual attachments, and negative energies, if you've had any kind of trauma when it comes to your sexuality or your sexual life, you need to do this, because you've got energies that are still attached there. It also helps to clear your entire body of those negative energies. And it aligns your spiritual being with your heart space and opens up your heart. So those of you who've been told you need to do a heart opening, heart center opening, or a heart chakra clearing, this would also be good for you, because in effect, in essence, that's what you're doing, is you are opening that heart space. We're connecting the heart to the divine mother energy, and we're clearing, and then we're balancing the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And if the womb is our center of power and creativity, then again, you could be clearing blockages you have to figuring out, where is your next step in life? Where should you go? How should you be transitioning in your life? What is your purpose? And if you've had a bad experience with your own mother, and some of us have, I love my mother and we get along and everything now, but as a teenager, we butted heads, we fought, and it was just about becoming, of course, an adult. But there are some people who have toxic relationships with their own mothers, and that's not uncommon. A lot of us come here to overcome that and to figure out what love truly is, and not that it's conditional, because it should be unconditional. So if you have blockages that come from your own mother, whatever she was going through when she had you in her womb, if she was in a toxic relationship with your father, or, while she was pregnant with you, you really are leaving, that leaves an energetic imprint on you as well, because you've experienced trauma from the womb. If she was feeling unfulfilled, or a lack of support from your father or from her in-laws, or she was anxious or worried or experiencing poverty, all of those emotions can be kind of transferred to you because of the womb. So this womb meditation can help you to get rid of all of those things that you experienced. And I was talking to someone and we were talking about trauma, and she said, most people think I've never had trauma. And I said to her, to me, like coming into the world is traumatic. Just being birthed is trauma. And she said, yes, I completely agree with you. So even if you think like, I've never had any trauma, you probably have and don't realize it too. So this womb healing, it's not going to hurt you for one thing. It certainly is not going to. But you can do this just to really clear and cleanse that energy. And again, for no other reason, it's going to help you spark that creative energy, because that is the center of our creativity. And the interesting thing is that it can also help you, like if you're experiencing bloating and things like that, this can also help with that. And if you're experiencing painful periods or cysts or any kind of problems in your reproductive area, try doing the womb clearing and see if that doesn't help you. Because I was amazed at how it made me feel when I was finished. And like I said, I just did a free guided meditation online, but there are people that you can actually book with who do this professionally. And I would highly recommend trying the free guided meditation and seeing if that doesn't help you and do something for you. And then if you want to work with someone professionally, you can do that. And because it's energy healing, if you want to work with me, I can help you with that too, because that is what I do. But also there are other people online who just find someone who is reputable, look at their reviews and things like that, and work with someone, because you will feel so much better by letting go. It's really about letting go of all of the stuff we've held on to that doesn't serve us, and reconnecting to Divine Mother and to our heart space, and opening up the portal for creativity, which I love. I love that idea that we all should be doing that anyway. And I wanted to pull a card for you guys today. And of course, you can't make this stuff up, because I grabbed a card, and the card that I pulled is from my deck, Divine Whispers, and it's cut the cords. So hello, here's your sign from the universe that you need to do womb healing and cut the cords, the energetic cords that are there for you. So the card says, you are being asked to let go of people, situations, or problems that no longer serve you. When you hold on to those things, you carry an energetic cord to them. It's time to ask Archangel Michael to come in and cut those cords for you. When you keep yourself connected to the cord that connects you to the people and situations from the past, you feel the emotional burden that it brings with you. It's almost as if you're carrying around the actual physical weight of that person. That is extremely heavy. Let go, my loves, and be at peace today. So you can do a cord cutting, but you can also do a womb healing, which is in essence also a cord cutting and an energy healing. So there's a mantra that goes with the card today, and it's, I take back my power by releasing and cutting the power cords to people and past situations that are no longer serving me. I ask Archangel Michael to come in and cut the energy that connects myself to any people or past situations that are no longer serving me. I release them in love. All right, guys. Well, again, you can find the womb healing guided meditation on my YouTube channel, and it's just a 10-minute, maybe 11-minute guided meditation. And I will also put the guided meditation that I did that's longer, it's about an hour, there for you as well if you want to go and check those out. Don't forget to follow me on social media, where I go live Mondays at 6:30 Central on Facebook, and I do a free card reading. If you show up for the live, I will pull a card for you as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my podcast if you enjoy it. Leave me some reviews, some stars on iTunes, or leave me a positive review. I would so appreciate that. And you can share my podcast with anyone you think might need it. Thank you for doing that. Also, if you want to work with me, go to my website, melissaoatman.com. There you will see a list of services I offer, and you can purchase a service from the website and then contact me to schedule it. All of my sessions are done online through Zoom, so you never have to leave the comfort of your own home. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day from wherever you're listening. Remember that be gentle with yourself. We're all healing, we're all learning, we're growing. You are going to be okay. You will get through this. I'm sending you so much love and light. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.